part of this morning's activity is watching Barnes & Noble because it's up for grabs. Late yesterday, the book retailer said it is considering a sale, and in an odd twist of fate, its founder could be the buyer. Billionaire investor Ron Burkle also has a huge role in the story. John Erlichman has more on the developing news. John.
Yeah, Deirdre, we're talking about Barnes & Noble, but we might as well be talking about Burkle and Riggio. Len Riggio is the chairman and founder of Barnes & Noble. He owns close to 30% of the stock, and then Ron Burkle is the billionaire investor who has plenty of celebrity friends, including Bill Clinton, who owns close to 20% of Barnes & Noble. Now, he's been trying to buy more of the stock, but there's been a legal battle between Burkle and the board, and Burkle's looking to shake up the board as well, which could be the reason why we're obviously seeing this development. The board saying, okay, we're going to look at some options, including a possible sale, and that Riggio could be the buyer for this business. In a time like this, when it's tough to sell books, maybe being private is the easier way to go.
John, we know there's a lot of tension between these two men. I mean, there's still a lot of questions, though, as the most likely scenario. Questions
even with how much this company would go for. We know that there hasn't been a lot of pre-market trading this morning, but after hours last night, this stock saw a surge up 26%. But that really only makes up for the lost ground since the company came out with lousy quarterly results. Again, as we said, selling books the old-fashioned way, not easy right now. Barnes & Noble staking its future on e-readers and e-books, but the Nook has still been a work in progress for the company. And so what kind of price, for example, would it take to get a guy like Ron Burkle on board if that is indeed where things are going? And a little perspective very quickly, Eric. The market capitalization for Amazon.com, $55 billion. Even with the aftermarket move that we saw for this company last night, still less than $1 billion. Back to you. John.